What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction. I'm coming at you today with another round of Let's Fight the Cancer Culture. And for those of you who have been here before, this means we're going to promote good things because there's so much going on in culture that's bad. We can talk about it every single minute of every day. I'm going to have a live stream later on tonight, and we will, of course, be going over some bad things going on in culture. Promoting some good stuff, of course, too, but there's very few YouTube videos out there dedicated towards actually doing something positive and promoting something good that's out there. And in order to really enact change, we can't just be against something all the time. We have to be for some stuff, too. So I hope you'll bear with me and stay with me on this. I'm going to show some interesting things. I promise it's not going to be as outrageous. You're not going to get your dopamine hits from this video, but you will find some cool stuff that's going on in culture right now, and we need this. We're in a very negative spot right now for our culture. Everybody's been cooped up and dealing with the news and the constant outrage for so long that we need to do something different. All right, so let's get started. This is the Castalia Library subscription, which is a cool thing, and this is from Castalia House, and they are making these leather-bound books of both books that they've published and classics in two different formats here. And this is really cool. I was actually talking to them about this when they were going over the possibility of doing this. And it sounded very nice and very cool. So we've got the library series. First book's The Missionaries. And this is a book I've always wanted to read and actually have not so far. The Meditations is next. And then Awake in the Nightland. This is by John C. Wright. It was one of the best books in the last decade. And then Dante's Divine Comedy. So it's a mix of classics and the Castalia books from their own sort of science fiction and fantasy realm, and very cool stuff. So this is definitely something I'm going to be on supporting. I'm very excited to get a Dante's and Divine Comedy in leather form like this. They have two different versions, and it is pretty expensive. So, I mean, I'm a book collector, guys, and I get leather books, and I'll show off my leather books at some point here in the future on a video. But so this is something that definitely appeals to me, and I like the leather feel. I like the whole, high-end pages. It makes you feel like you're doing something more important than just a disposable paperback. And it also lasts, right? This is something that you pass on to your kids and things like that. So I like that. So they have one level, which is their regular leather bound. And then they have this full-on goat skin bound version, which is a lot more expensive. That's a lot prettier. And I've seen mock-ups of these. They look great. So definitely interested in supporting those. And you should check it out if you're into this sort of thing. Next up, this just launched. This is Dr. Atavism's. Yep, I hope so. Horrible Halloween Haunt coloring book. And this is by a great artist who did a really good job on this. I actually have a proof copy of this book. It was sent to me, and it's nice. I went through all the drawings. They're all wholesome. There's no it's not like thottery Halloween like that you get these days with the teenage girls or whatever. This is sort of a classic setup, beautiful stuff, great art, very fun, and enjoyable good stuff for kids. So I appreciate that. And if you are getting a coloring book for yourself or for your children, then I would recommend going here rather than going to Barnes & Noble and getting whatever corporate themed one, because this is going to be supporting an independent artist who I vouch for as a wonderful person and a wonderful artist also. I'll put that down below also. Next up is Combat Frame Exceed by Brian Niemeyer. I believe this is the third campaign of his, and he just keeps trucking along with this series where he is making these mechs in space, and it's basically his reaction to Gundam and sort of putting his own special twists on it. And this is and it's been very successful so far for him. I'm going to have him on tonight, streaming-wise, to talk about this in depth. I've read the first novel, very much enjoyed it, and there's only 2 days left. So this is the urgency one to get on for the moment so that you can kind of get there. All right. And then finally, I came out with a book this week also. This is The Cosmic Warrior #2. I am writing comic books, and I'm trying to really change the way comic books are done, both from a business plan standpoint, which is why you see this on Amazon. Very unusual. You do not see people releasing books straight to Amazon for these comic books. And they always do crowdfunds because they get seen by crowdfunds. It becomes a little game of when you it's going to sell out, etc. And that's how they do things. But I do the combo. I've got the crowdfunds that I do periodically. And then here, I actually put them up on Amazon. I use my crowdfunds actually to help pay for the art of these to help get it going. And that's my goal, is really to get a new industry going where new people can see this, new people read. Now, my Cosmic Warrior story is a story about a man who gets kidnapped by aliens in order to help fight in a sort of holy war of theirs, where a second alien species is out being aggressors and attacking them, and our human fellow is chosen as their champion because of his heritage of the son of Adam, as we are children of God and all that. So yes, it is very pro-Christian themed. It's also pro-military themed and pro-America themed. So if you're looking for something different in comic books, this delivers that for you. This is the culture change I've been attempting to create for a long time, and hopefully we'll be able to continue also. So check it out. Definitely want this to get a groundswell and succeed so I can keep making these. That's the whole goal, is to be able to put out monthly comics for you, just like Marvel or DC would do, and to replace them, since they have really gone off the rails and become, basically agents of the enemy. Great. So these are 4 little projects this week. I hope you will check out and support, and I will be back later on. Talk to you soon. Leave a comment down below. Let me know which one of these looks good to you, what you're interested in. Very important, so I can help hone these towards your taste, guys, because I want to make sure that I provide a guide that's useful for you. If I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing my job. So I do need your commentary. All right. And hit the like and subscribe button. This is the only YouTube channel that does this kind of thing. We are not full-time anger clickbait. We do a little bit of it because I try to draw people in, but like everybody else just does that. And I want to do something positive for the community also. It's super important. All right. See you guys.